Thursdays at this time, we visit with our good friend Brian Duffy as he shows you, not just, just explains what's going on. He shows you how he puts together his drawings, his political drawings.
My political drawings, depending on what part of the country you come from. Yes.
Well, and what I love is not just the drawing, but you've done this for so long that you know so much about all the candidates and their history, so I always learn something and I become less dumb.
Well, that's good, and I'm glad to hear that. I mean, the one thing that people mistaken a cartoonist for is you think that the only thing that we do is draw funny pictures. Well, we don't. We have to know the subject matter prior to doing that. So, and in fact, I would make the argument that we probably know it as well, if not better than most people, because we have to take all of that information and synthesize it down into one small image.
Right.
So we've got to really understand what the positions are. And of course, secondary is the caricature itself. But we have to know all that. Well, there's a message there. And so today, I think we're going to go back in time a little bit. We had an announcement yesterday of somebody dropping out of or deciding not to run. But I'm not too sure about that. I mean, to me, there was just a little bit of an opening left when he said that he is not going to be running, but he's not going to stay quiet.
Well, you knew when he was going to be meeting in the garden and the president was going to be with him. I don't think he would have done that. That wouldn't have happened. When they said the president was going to be with him, that kind of said, well, I don't think he's going to be running. True,
except, for instance, so the Benghazi hearings are today. Hillary's going to be up there for 8 hours. Wow. So if things start to go south that way, what happens? Does he reconsider? Who knows? Anyway, let's start to work on a.
All right, courtesy of Hamilton Law Firm. Yes. What are we drawing?
Oh, what's that? Oh no! Oh no!
Are you a South guy? Are you a South Side guy?
Yes, my father grew up in the South Side.
Which for those that don't know, which means he's a White Sox fan. Okay, he's a Sox fan. All right, there, tough guy.
All right,
we're gonna have some euros later on with some special meat if you get my drift. Okay.
I know what you're talking about, Sam. All right, so let's go and do. Besides that, I wanted to draw him anyway. Let's go and draw Joe Biden.
Are you going to put him in a Ferrari?
No.
Trans Am.
Oh, Trans Am.
That was a Trans Am, yeah. Of course, we worked the hair plugs in. See, that's the one thing that no candidate can get away with doing anything. Can't change the color of your hair.
Mitt Romney.
You can't do things such as have Botox without us picking up on it.
So a nose job is out of the question.
Nose job's out of the question. John Kerry with his Botox looked more like Frankenstein. Either that or else.
Here's your drawing next week.
Or else Herman Munster. I think that was a better. Yeah, that one would work a little bit better.
So your whole career, really, you've had Joe Biden as a potential subject.
As I say, he's made an attempt before a couple times, but has always dropped out early. A lot of people thought this might have been his year just because of his somewhat popularity, however you look at it, from being vice president.
Right.
Of course, you had the tragedy that happened in his life that kind of threw.
Well, that wasn't the only tragedy that he'd had happen in his life.
Oh, yeah, he's had some major ones.
He's had other ones, too, where his first wife, and I believe it was his daughter, were killed in a car accident just prior to him going to the Senate.
Oh, geez.
And I think both of his boys were also injured pretty badly.
Yeah, they were in the same crash. Yep.
So he's had his share of it. And the first time that he dropped out, it was he seemed to have borrowed a few lines from one of them was from the Prime Minister of Britain. And I don't know if he really did that on purpose. In campaigns, a lot of times that you might hear something and it's so chaotic that you will think that, yes, maybe I did say that. But, and nothing would have happened if it hadn't been for Joe Trippi with the Dukakis campaign that fed it to Dave Yepsen at the time. And that's how he got caught on that one.
Oh.
And that was not.
So that would be your register connection?
Yes, that would be a register connection. So, drawing him, I still am going to. Okay, so with one hand, maybe he is waving goodbye. because he's been in public office and has run for office for so many years. And actually, if he did run, I think that he would have been the oldest and won.
Yeah, his
He would have been
birthday
the
is
oldest
next
serving.
month. And did I hear correctly on radio this morning? I think Sirius Radio said he's turning 74.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ronald Reagan was 69, so.
He seems
Okay.
very spry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very spry for somebody that age. And I don't really think that you can use that as a criteria anymore. I really don't. There's a lot of people that say that Jerry Brown, Democratic persuasion obviously, would be a good candidate because of what he's done for California. But he's in his 70s too, and people, they look at that and they say, well, he's a little too old for it.
Now, also, we were watching his announcement yesterday. Did I hear him say that he has been in politics for 50 years?
I'd believe it. I would believe it. Well, we've got people in our own state. Chuck Grassley is one of them. So there are a lot of them that stay in the political realm for their entire lives.
You're keeping a toe in the water.
So I'm keeping a toe in the water just in case.
Just in case.
Right, just in case.
That's funny.
So who knows? I could be wrong. I probably am. But you know what? We're not dealing with facts all the time here.
We just wanted to hear him in debates because he is so entertaining.
He's an
In that
extremely smart guy, too. We look at all of the supposed gaffes that he's made, but for the most part, he's a tough person to debate, and I think that Paul Ryan found that out last time.
Right.
So
it would have been so much more interesting and fun if he had run.
I think so. I really do, because I think that he would be bringing a knowledge that nobody else really has, and an experience. And the other thing that he would be bringing is a recollection, a memory of how the parties used to work together in a bipartisan way. And that would have made a big difference, I think. I think people would have taken a look at that because it's one of the things that we're not seeing anymore.
Right.
And I think that would have could have been a good attention getter. I don't think that you're going to see any Democrats that could make that claim right now.
Shame. But again, well done. So again,
Thank
but
you.
the toe
Thank you.
still in the water.
Toe still in the water,
Toe
and
still
we
in the
have a
water.
few more candidates to go. There's 2 or 3 Democrats to go. We lost the guy from last week, but he's running as an independent now.
Is he
But I'm
gonna-
not
Is he
moved.
really?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah, he'll get more time that way.
Yeah. But I'm not doing independents because I think there's 1,000 of them.
Yeah, there is.
different parties.
Seriously, there's pages of them.
Yeah.
There really are pages of them. Remember that young kid that was running? Remember?
yeah, that's true.
that's true.
Okay.
I did a cartoon on that. That's right.
Yeah.
He is running.
Yep. All right. Well done, as always, Duffy.
Thank you. Thank
Great
you very
job.
much.
It is 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. That is good. We'll be right back. This is a great day.